let's talk really quickly about changing the title for your pages. When you set up a new website in PhoneSites, it's going to default to naming the first page as my homepage. You probably want to change that to something else that means a little bit more to like what it is that you're trying to deliver in terms of the sales funnel. Don't make it really long, and I wouldn't spend a lot of time trying to come up with something really nifty. Just try to keep it short. That way it fits within this small real estate that you have right here. That's where your title is going to show up. Just word of caution here. When I mean title, I mean just like what's showing up in that tab in your browser again. It's not going to be the headline that shows up on your page itself. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to click into my home page, and here's our headline. I'm going to click on view. Now, here's our funnel. This is the headline, The Secrets to Restoring Classic Animatronics You Loved as a Kid. And this is the title. And in this case, they used, in this case, whenever this page was being built, the title is matching this. But we're going to actually be changing that title so it's something completely different. Let's go back in our browser. I don't know what he's saying. Okay, so let's change it under settings. This is where we change this. So let's change my home page to animatronic. Okay, and then you could add in a page description here as well. I'm not going to do that in this video. The default for the page is for it to not redirect. So I'll leave that alone for now. I'm going to come back in a minute and change this to redirect to my thank you page. Select save, and then this button here to view and see. Okay, so now our title is now Animatronic Secrets. It cut it off. That's fine. Whatever. You get the point. You can see that now my title now is different. Let's go check out the thank you page. I know that the title for that is probably going to say like thank you white template or something like that. In this case, the default page, I think the default page when it's created, it might select the headline and create that. As you can see, when we went back here a second ago and we changed the title, it still had my homepage listed under settings and before we changed that. Hopefully I'm not confusing you. It doesn't really matter. My point is just that whenever you're creating a page, even after the default page, go in here and change the title. Okay, so let's go to our thank you page. And we'll go refresh this. I just want to show you that now the title has changed. There we go. Thank you white page, or thank you white template. And then I'm going to go into settings. Actually, let's view this. I'm curious to see, is it going to show thank you white template? Yeah, it does. Okay. All right. Yeah, the default page, I guess, for whatever reason, it defaults to using the title to match the headline at first until you create or you change the title. For any subsequent page, like a thank you page, in this case, whatever is listed out here in the title, that is going to be what shows up here. So let's change that. Again, I hope I'm not confusing you. All right. So I'm going to change this. I don't like this. I'm going to, and I'm going to drop in an emoji. Copy this. You can pick whatever emoji you want. You don't have to put an emoji in there, but just trying to do something different. Okay, drop that in there. Select save. Awesome. Okay. And then word of caution. No, never mind. Take that back. Okay, so we're going to refresh my page here, and then you can see up here in my tab. So it's now saying thank you, and it's got my little emoji guy. All right, so now the next step for this video, I wanted to show you. We're going to change the page URL here. When a new page is created, it defaults to a random string of characters because they don't know what to name your page because you haven't done anything yet. When you've created that new page, you just selected, want to use this template, and then it creates it. So now we're customizing it by customizing the URL by changing this to something a little bit more meaningful. Don't get carried away with this. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to select save. And then, okay. A couple minutes ago I said word of caution. Here's the word of caution that I was thinking. I was jumping ahead. this tab here, it had the old URL, which is no longer valid. So let me just show you. If I refresh this, it's going to give me a 404 error. And you might run into 404 errors when you're building sites out in PhoneSites. Just comment in the group and find out, give us information, like what you did, what steps you're taking, and so forth, maybe some screenshots. You can go back in your browser, maybe take a screenshot from there too, that would be helpful. But it's going to be a 404 error for different reasons, so you'll just need to help us out so we can help you out. Give us as much information as you can. Anyways, that URL is no longer valid, so I'm just going to close this, and I'm going to select View. This takes us to the correct page. This is our thank you page with the thank you URL customized. And there's our title that we changed, which is different from our headline. Awesome. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back. Actually, before I go back, really quickly, I want to show you something. So the thank you page, it defaults to having a button, but there's no action on it. So if I click this, it's not going to redirect. It's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to redirect that. And then I'm going to redirect on my thank you, or my home page as well, because I want these pages to go somewhere, right? Okay. I certainly want my home page to go to my thank you page. Okay. So how do we do this? For the thank you page, assuming that you want a button here to go to the home page, then you would keep this as go back to the home page. You can change the wording a little bit if you want to, and maybe like go back or something like that. Then you need to go to settings and then select redirect on success to be your first page here. Now, save this, and I'll show you. Okay, so when you select this button, this is going to take you back to the home page. Nice. Okay. Let's say I don't want that to go to the home page. Let's say I want to go, I don't know. Let's see. Go to PhoneSites. You wouldn't want this, but whatever. Just deal with it. You would put in whatever you want to redirect to. So like if you're a real estate agent, you want to go to your real estate agent's website. If you're a car dealer, you could set it up to go to your car dealer. I've created another video where I set it up a funnel for a car dealer, and after someone was reviewing a video on the Crosscheck, the Subaru Crosscheck, then the thank you pages button redirected them to Patrick Subaru, a car dealer. So let's say go to PhoneSites.com. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to change this to PhoneSites.com. Because if I do that and if I go change the URL on the next page, what it's going to do is it's going to take me back to my dashboard. I don't want it to go there. Let's just go to my son was bothering earlier today about buying a Teddy Ruxpin, or Ruxpin. So let's say that you are an Amazon seller and you're selling Teddy Ruxpins. Like you cornered the market. You're the only person that's selling Teddy Ruxpins. Okay. All right. I know. Thank you. So, okay. So if you wanted someone to go from that thank you page to your, like, to go buy a Teddy Ruxpin off of Amazon, you could select. Goodbye. We're not buying a Teddy Ruxpin.
Yes, we are.
Okay. And then, okay, so I changed that button to have different text to match the action that I want to take. I'm going to go under settings now and drop in this, where is that? External URL, and then drop in this, this URL. Okay. Now let's go to view. And all right, I'm ready to buy a Teddy Ruxpin. There you go. So that's how it's done. Again, you want to redirect that URL to whatever makes the most sense for the goal of your sales funnel. Okay, so now with that being said, this redirect makes more sense. This redirect is better for you. That other one, the tariffs, that was just like a random example. So you want to redirect this first page to your thank you page. So on this page here, you need to select under settings, redirect on success to thank you. Select save. And let's go test this out. All right, so as you can see there, it took me from the home page to the thank you page, which is what I want. All right, thanks for your time.